Welcome back to another exciting match where I go France. And you're gonna see me butcher everyone with aircraft. Somewhat, really. It's just me annoying people the entire time. so at first, so at first, I realized like what kind of predicament I am. I see there's a lot of people, and I'm really close to some of these people. I'm like, oh, this is not good at all. So I decided to spear rush. Your problem with spear rushing Europe is you need a lot of supplies. A lot of supplies. Materials mostly, but food is comes second too. And it is hard to spear rush in as France because you need a lot of materials and population going. So you really have to think. So again, we're gonna start off a little bit. And unfortunately, these three players up top quit. Or actually, no. Actually, I think everyone quits except three of them. Now, as you see, I'm expanding, and my plan is to go mass, spearmen, but it takes me a little bit longer than usual on accident. Again, I wasn't focusing on spear rushing. I was too busy focusing on which target I should go for. So I immediately, think, okay, this guy's good. But then he starts building tons of towers, and I get, really like annoyed. But then I realized, so he comes over here and starts, I start killing his workers off and stuff. And I realized he had built a wall surrounding him. Then I'm realizing, oh, this is actually good for me, because he had walled himself in. I was hoping I could just walk in here and just kill everything. But he didn't, he keeps doing this. Like, this is really freaking annoying that he does. There's a strategy to take workers and make them repair. But I killed so many of his workers. It was actually good for me because I didn't have to break the towers. I was hoping to break the towers, but oh well. He didn't restart, he starts repairing. But I had some serious problems here. So I get, Europe, I get Western Europe as fast as I can because I want to make trebuchets and all the good stuff. But Western Europe was so annoying because I was running so bad on resources. Like materials mostly, and all the resources that I needed were so far away. And there was only small clumps of trees. There's a clump of trees here, here. But it was nowhere near to the mountain that I needed. So I was like, okay, I have to, focus a little bit more. And I was hurting on resources so much. To the point where I'm just spamming out workers. Blood Rager quit first because I guess Gaston killed him. I think he went straight for the TC probably. Which was good for me because it actually, I didn't have to worry about my north. Because I really did think that I would be fighting a two-front battle here. And see right here, he goes in. I tried going in for his onagers, and I do kill it. But I lose so many of my pikemen in the process. And I guess, of course, I had to pull back my workers here. Again, I'm hurting on materials so much. Materials is my main problem. But I managed to get snagged this tree line and these rocks and this stone deposit and just fix my economy for a little bit. And then I decided, okay, I'm gonna focus on building trebuchets and then onagers, because the onagers seem to be doing really good ever since they got buffed in the update. And I started, slowly chipping away at him. He destroys one of them, but I managed to destroy his onager, which is good. But I'd rather have kept that, trebuchet. And then I immediately rebuilt it. I was having really hard troubles with metal too, but I did manage to fix my economy a lot more than I thought I would. Okay, so at this point it becomes a tug of war. So I'm slowly trying to push as much as I can. I'm slowly pushing, just slowly pushing. You know, I'm also trying to target, you know, his workshops with these trebuchets, but he keeps repairing them so fast. Right here. I managed to destroy his front towers, which is good. And he was also hurting on materials, because look, he was focusing so much on this area. He does come over here later, but there's not nearly enough supplies here. And as you see, he's stuck here. He's gonna run out of resources eventually. If he keeps tearing into his tree line all he wants, he's gonna run out of resources. So then I start targeting his workers. He keeps repairing his, you know, towers, which is good for him, but again, that's hurting, that's, you know, cutting into his resources again. So I'm gonna look. He actually has a lot of resources. Holy shit. A lot of food, which makes sense. He would have a lot of food, but that's incredible. He's a oof. He actually has a good stockpile set up for himself. I don't have nearly as that much, but then again, no, he's still actually, he probably is in late. Yeah, he's already in late. He's actually doing really good for himself, all things considered. He doesn't have that many workers either. Meanwhile, I have all this food. I mean, wanting it. I do struggle a little bit, but I do, you know, help a lot. I do help myself a lot. I'm not even late medieval actually at this stage. Now I will say, okay, so one of the problems actually I did have was for my economy was because one, because, you know, I had to keep running around for resources, but also because I kept spawning in pikemen, and pikemen are just too damn expensive. Then again, like, they cost, you know, 100 food, 50 materials, and 25 metal. So I said, you know, this is ridiculous. So I decided to swap to chariots and archers, I believe I get. I get chariots and archers. I do. And then, you know, focus on... I decided not to... and then focus on that instead of pikemen, so that way I could save my metal to get to industrial. And I think I realized my mistake in this one. So the reason I have so few resources, I'm sorry, he has more resources because he's spending a lot less than I am. I'm spending infantry, onagers, towers, trebuchets, all this stuff to destroy so little, and he's using only a few towers and some cannons and onagers. He can't actually, you know, he's pushing me back with just this few amount of resources, and I'm staying here for so long, trying to destroy one at a time. So I think that was my problem here. Is like he's using so little to keep so much away. Oh yeah, one of them actually comes over here, like one of his units, I guess, one of orange yellow's sit packs. Meanwhile, I'm going in one at a time, slowly but surely. He gets cannons, which is good for him. And actually, let's check something. Nope, he's still not going industrial, but this is actually probably good. It's probably because he has a lot of food. Yes, yeah, it's true, but because it's defended. But he doesn't have that many workers left. He can't make it to industrial. Like even if he had the materials for it, like his metal wouldn't help him at all. Like his metal would have just ruined him, and he wouldn't be able to upgrade anything. Like he actually couldn't do anything. Yep, right here. Right here he does quit. I don't know why, but I guess he just couldn't handle it. So, yeah, that was it for him. He just, quits. For no real reason. Or, well, I guess for a reason, because I guess he gave up. I honestly don't know why he decided to give up. He was holding off for a long time. I think, no. I don't. Again, I can't answer why he quit. I guess he just gave up. He just ran out of. Just his morale plummeted. So I decided to take my onagers, or remains of them, and decided to keep pushing this way and just destroy all this stuff, just in case, you know, I needed the resources, like this iron mine, which still had 2,000 iron in it. But at this point, I started focusing a lot more on my economy because I was so focused on war. I wasn't focusing on my economy as nearly as much. Like, I had all this going, but I needed, like, I could have produced so much more had I poured a little bit more into my economy. And you see, I wasn't, you know, right here, I wasn't building the warehouses I needed because I wasn't focusing on it. So I decided to go in, and I started to clear out a little bit more. I started to clear as much territory as possible for myself. You know, clear out these towers, get some more piers up. You know, I started to rush France as fast as possible. Meanwhile, this stuff was going on. Purple was made already to Turkey. I already knew he made to Turkey, actually. And he was industrial. I thought he was gonna be like the biggest. I thought he would get Wonder. This guy doesn't get there yet. Purple, I don't know what Purple was doing over here. Like, this is a good little area he has for himself. But just look at this. Look what's going on here. I don't know what he decided to do. Anyway, he actually had some fighters over here. Oh, someone actually tried to kill him with squad. Interesting. Oh, blue tried to kill him with squad. I see. Anyway, I get France. I immediately, you know, focus on my economy at this point. I started solely focused on my economy, really. And I also decided to clear out with these units. I started to clear out swaths of wild animals and such, and I clear this out later. It keeps going. I get tons of airfields to get farmins. So I see you get tons of farmins. I launch one immediately, so that way I can look at everything. And he immediately just ran away. I come over here and I look over and I see this guy's Russia. I'm like, okay, so this guy's a threat. Now this guy is a threat because look right here. Everyone gets so scared. Okay, Purple especially. He got so scared the moment a single farmer flew over his territory, because he'll immediately start later just pumping everything he can into like all his defenses. Like everything goes into aircraft, artillery towers, all this stuff. Meanwhile, Red and Purple are fighting, and seems Purple is just letting his workers die. Look at the overkill. Look at that overkill, man. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right here, I say, hey, yo, can you not? I'm trying to help you. Okay, so the reason I said that was because I had actually sent a lot of farmins over here to just bomb blue. And the reason I decided to bomb blue instead of yellow is because blue can't get to me unless he goes through yellow. You can complain all you want. I mean, like, you know, blue can go do anything all he wants. He has to go through yellow. He can't go, you know, over here. He does try. You know, look at this garbage. But he has to go through yellow, and yellow is, you know, abstract. He has a large, sizable military, versus, you know, him, versus blue. Especially since he went Russia. So I decided to take tons of farming. I was like, you know what? Blue is more of a threat because he's Russia, and yellow is basic abstract. So I'm just going to bomb blue into existence, help yellow out a little bit. You know, make sure that yellow stays in the game. So I decided to, you know, use everything I can, just target blue. And blue, again, he gets tons of aircraft, but again, farmins, while they are good, like it doesn't matter how much anti-aircraft you get. Farmans will drop their payload somewhere. It doesn't matter what it is. They will drop their payload somewhere. Meanwhile, Red is over here making a mockery of everyone. I don't know what Red did. Red decides to do this for some reason. Red quits too. I don't know why Red quits. But meanwhile, again, look at this. So, okay, yeah, right here. So, oh man, I didn't show it, did I? The farmers came in and dropped some bombs and killed some workers. That's all that really happened in this. I'm not going to show what other people did. Just ruining it. Ruining how much I worked for. But, so I decided, you know, just to constantly send in some farmins. Oh. Purple also quit. Oh, there's a farmer that went down. He has a lot of anti-air, but I realized sending one farmer in isn't going to cut because that's all the anti-air targeting that one farmer. So I was like, okay, so I need to, you know, up the ante a little bit, you know, if you know what I mean. I get potes, a lot of potes. I have 8. Oh, someone won. Right there, a lot of potes. Look at all these potes going in. Look at this. He targets this guy, but I think these kids are gunpowdered. Yeah, these are gunpowder, so they don't do any damage to this potes. Barely any damage. I immediately just go in. Look at this. Boom. Going in for another. Look at this. Target more. Oh, look at that. Look at that carnage. I just keep destroying. Look at that. There's another one down. Another one bites the dust. Unfortunately, a lot of the potes don't make it back. And crashing apparently doesn't do any damage. Yeah, a lot of the potes don't make it back, unfortunately. Look at that. Maybe that one. Nope. Oh yeah, a lot of the potes doesn't make it back. I think only 2 made it back, and both are heavily damaged. But that doesn't deter me at all. My plan is just, okay, obviously that 8 potes isn't enough. So I need more potes. Oh yeah, okay, so 2 things happened. So I decided to attack with these units, my medieval units, over to red and purple, because I needed to clear up some space in my population to get more potes. So I just sent them in to die. They don't do anything. But I sent this potes over, and I realized, now purple has a lot of time to build. And look at all this aircraft too. Look at all that. Wow, look at that. A potes can immediately destroy an artillery tower. Boom. Yeah, potes can immediately destroy our Turkish artillery towers. So I was like, okay, well maybe I'm not trying hard enough. So I accidentally pulled back my forces, but I do get some French FT-17s and a French FCM F1. I get 2 of them, I believe, because I want to try them out. I do eventually I realize my mistake and send the forces back out just to die. Use my chariots for a different purpose, to clear out some wild animals, though. Purple eventually quits for no real reason again. So we're just going to just skip time a little bit. These guys just die eventually, I know that. Oh, no, slow down. Okay. Right here. So, at this point, you know, yellow picks up his act a little bit and goes in Blue also realizes the advantages of aircraft and sends in some light bombers to help. But yeah, there's no helping him. I immediately just go in. Look at that. I immediately go in with my Potez and just start destroying everything. Look at watch. Oh my gosh, look how many workers just died in that. Look at that. That had to be at least like 40 workers in that one pile. 30 to 40 workers. I destroy his mines. I destroy everything. Look at that. Oh, that was beautiful. A lot of the Potez got destroyed, but I don't care. Again, here's some more fighting between yellow and blue. Blue comes in with more aircraft to try to destroy, you know, as much as he can, which does help him a lot. Unfortunately, I don't think this guy knows how to play Russia. He does not know how to play Russia at all. He gets tons of howitzers and machine gunners against. Look at this. Look at the BS against Bashibuks and basic soldiers. So I said more aircraft, but this time I target the airfields, I believe. Yeah, the airfields. Yeah, I target the airfields because I don't want him having any more aircraft. I'm like, you know, if this guy has fighters or something, yeah, that's not going to be good for me. So I decided to target the airfields. A lot of my bombers just left prematurely, but I do destroy quite a few of the airfields. 2 of them. I think I destroyed this one too. No, I don't destroy this one. As you see, I'm just slowly just decimating this guy, this poor guy. Just decimating him. Right here. I get 2. This is the only amount of tanks I get. I do pull them over here to destroy some of Blue's stuff over here. And then I realized, look at this. I realized there's massive fighting going on. I'm like, okay, so yellow needs help, obviously. And I can't let blue, you know, be Russia, even though he doesn't know how to play Russia, right? And I just bomb more stuff. Now this had to be taking a toll on Blue's economy. Let's swap over. Yeah, okay, yeah, right here. This is taking a toll on his economy so bad right now. He's only trying to get to IR2. Meanwhile, I'm already IR2. I could have got Wonder a long time ago. Look at his economy. He just can't take it. He made so many anti-air, and he's trying to fight against this guy. He just can't do it. He doesn't have the supplies. He's running out of food. He's running, like, he can't, like, the remaining of purple stuff is destroying his fishing boats. And he just can't take it anymore. He's losing too many supplies. His materials especially. He can't cut this tree line down either. And here I am going for another run. Now this time I target the anti-air. Because I was hoping that Potez can destroy anti-air just one go. They can't. Oh, actually, hold on, let me phrase it. The Potez could destroy an anti-air if every single one of its bombs hit. Yeah, like, every single one of its bombs have to hit the anti-airs in order for them to actually do damage. Now, you could get 2 farmings, but you need both farmers would have to hit 1 anti-aircraft gun, and yeah, I highly doubt that would happen. Again, I'll lose a lot of Potez, unfortunately, but I'm not deterred by this. Yep, and then he quits. I think he looked at this and realized what was going on. That had tanks on the side, and he just gave up. Meanwhile, I said, okay, this is one guy. And I'm like, okay, this has to end now because I can't let him, you know, look at all these units over here. So I decided to go in with all my tanks and everything, just absolutely everything I had. And I started targeting his factories, his towers, his barracks is with my Potes. And these tanks, French tanks still suck, but these FCMs are really good. So you're gonna see something special. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, actually no, not this one, not this one. More Potes coming in. I target his farms. I target his units. Look at this. Oh, it's just a massacre. My French tanks hold some, but they don't. Again, he's using soldiers and light tanks to destroy him. He can't really do much. He does get some anti-aircraft guns, but I immediately destroy them with my FCMs to try and just let my Potes through, so they won't have to worry. And I think, okay, it's gonna be this one soon. Not yet though. So I target my, the anti-aircraft. He's still, again, these FCM ones are not. They're just taking the beating, honestly. Actually, 35, 30. Okay, so light tanks actually have more armor than FTs. And do more. What the? Okay, yeah, okay. So light tanks are stronger than FTs. Oh, here it comes. Yep, here it is, here it is, here it is. The final flight, right here. This is the final flight. Look at how many Potes there are. 9 Potes, look at this. Oh. We're just gonna stare at that for a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Yep, he quits. Look at that right here. He quits here. The final flight. So many Potes just came in, destroyed everything this guy had. And that was it. And here's my FCMs just not taking, they're taking virtually no damage. They have an 87.9 armor thickness, and they have twin guns, which is 130 to 70. The bigger one is 130, and the smaller one is 70. So that's what, actually. So that's 2, wait, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, that's 200. That's 200 damage total, and then one in just both the shots. So that's pretty big. I think that's actually less than the mouse. Actually, I think the mouse actually does more damage. But the FCM ones can shoot 2 directions at once, so it makes them really good for clearing out, for holding actually locations. So. Yeah, the French planes are just OP, are just amazing units. Again, French is not a good country to go in one-on-one with, but it's definitely good support. Definitely good support. Although I have to admit, I was disappointed somewhat. These FT-17s disappoint me. I'm gonna see if I can produce one of them. Hopefully. It looks like I can, probably. They don't have... And unfortunately, light tanks got destroyed. But it turns out the light tanks are actually stronger than the FT-17s. And they cost more. So, it's what? 300, 150 to 700. And, let's see. We're going to go to Nito, who has, like... tanks? No, okay, so you got the IR2 then. Who's light tanks? Who's can I use? Who is this? The number guy? Nope. Okay, I can't. I don't have a reference, unfortunately. So, yeah. So the light tanks are actually better than the French FTs. They do 10 more damage and more speed. Let's see. 70 damage. Light tank does 80. It does faster fire rate but less armor thickness and about the same accuracy. So yeah. FTs, not that good of a tank. Not that good at all. FCM1s, sorry, FCMs, F1s, really good tank. Look at that, 41 kills on this guys, 56 on this guy. Potez, really good at just mass aircraft. He has 11 kills on him. That deserves a medal. Let's see how the other ones are faring. Yeah, not that many kills, but then they're new. So yeah, that has been this video. The freaking Potez really going. France is a really good meme country. It's fun to play as. Although I'm gonna say this right now, this was a 1-on-1. There was no way. There'd be no way in hell I would have won this. It would have taken way too long. Again, if you're getting team deathmatch, get France for a support country. If you're really good at supporting roles, France. Actually, no, I would for support. Yeah, I'd say France is a good support country. Turkey is also a good support country if you're going Asia. Actually, no, wait. Wait. Sorry, Japan is a support country, not Turkey. That's a lie. Japan is a support country. So yeah, if you go France, just get tons of airfields, just tons of airfields. It's just like you saw that freaking flight going in, and you saw me just harassing this guy. You can't just think. Okay, this is actually a perfect example. Team matches. One guy was the main brunt. Like this guy was the basic object, but he was the brunt. Meanwhile, I'm coming in with my aircraft, and I'm constantly bombarding this guy with planes, and he's wasting so many resources because here's the thing: he has to think. I can either get aircraft to stop, like he has to get foot soldiers to attack this guy, but I'm bombing him, which makes him think, okay, I have to get aircrafts, but I have to do both, but aircraft are expensive, and it keeps going back and forth. So this is actually a perfect example of France being a support country is because I'm helping Yellow, and Yellow keeps pushing. And I saw Blue kept wasting all of his resources onto just my planes. That he could barely hold out against this guy. Like he was doing good at first, but when I start, bombing, doing heavy bombardments, not like earlier I was doing light bombardments. Now I'm doing heavy bombardments, and his resources are just plummeting. Then you can see that the sheer madness of it. Like he just couldn't decide on what he needed to do. Like you can get aircraft, but you can't get infantry. You can't get infantry. You can't get infantry without getting anti-aircraft. And he saw the value of it too. So I hope he learned a lesson. He saw the value of having planes. Having planes is incredibly valuable, but again, if you use the light bombers, make sure you only target like structures and other like light infantry. Light bombers are not good at destroying anything heavy. Artillery is a great thing for bombers to take out, but again, I would really recommend like France's support country because you saw I was supporting Yellow in this. In this endeavor, and it really did help him because honestly, I don't think this Yellow would have survived. Yellow would not have survived had I not, constantly bombarded him. Took out his food, took out his, eco, took out his units, took out his planes, his airfields. He couldn't take it. And I was actually targeting his docks for a little bit. And could I continually focus the aircraft? Yeah, like the anti-aircraft, just okay. He destroyed my aircraft this time, but I see they're still all incredibly, wounded. One more run would have destroyed all of this, and then at that point his base would have been done. So yeah. And actually, if I went into tanks too. So yeah, France is good as a support country, not good at anything else. So I hope you all learn a lesson in this. Have French, or I'm sorry, have if you go teams, make sure you, if all your allies are going, like China, Britain, not Germany, China, or like India, all that stuff, go France. Maybe just have some fun with the planes, and help your friends. They help your team. So yeah, that has been my video. Leave a like, comment, and I will see you all next time.